Hi guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to talk to you about how I managed to afford to be able to travel. So it involved working hard, but also a bit of bad luck and also sort of mixed in with good luck really. I'll show you what happened and then you can sort of figure out for yourself if it was sort of pretty much just bad luck or I think it was a mixture. Bad luck and good luck. I think everything happens for a reason, and this did kind of wake me up and actually just give me the push to go, you know what, life's too short, let's just go for it and let's just do this. So I was an apprentice in England, working my way up to become a qualified electrician. I was working really hard. I was doing weekend jobs for a mate of mine called Pete, who's a really good friend, and he owns his own business, and I was doing some sort of weekend work with him. At one point I was actually working like 2 jobs. I was working at Tesco, which is a supermarket chain in the UK, and also at the same time working on an apprentice wage, which any apprentices out there will know that an apprentice wage isn't very good. I was actually at the time paying rent at home, paying for my own car, my own insurance, paying for my own fuel to get to work. So I did have quite a few expenses, and obviously I was sort of growing up, so I still wanted to go out drinking on the weekends and seeing my mates and doing activities. So I was saving, but I wasn't saving much, and in the end I sort of got a break, and I'll show you what happened. It kind of put things into perspective for me, and it kind of opened my eyes a little bit to, okay Scott, let's just go, let's do this, let's go traveling. So I'll show you, I've got this up on the TV using my HDMI lead, and I'll run through what happened with you, and I'll show you some pictures as well. Basically what happened was I was on my way home from work, so this is my route back home every day down this road, and basically I was all geared up in my work gear, just finished work, so I had my work trousers on, I had big sort of knee pads in my trousers to protect my knees at work. I had a big steel toe cap boots on with a steel plate that runs down the sole, which saved my knees and saved my feet at this point in time, which is going to happen. So I was coming down here, so I'm going down here and I'm doing about 60 miles per hour down this road. I'm coming down here, and you can sort of see this turn that's coming off down to the left, and it's kind of like a blind turn, but it opens out, and I was coming down here every day for years. So I'm coming down here and I get to this corner, and I'm probably about where it is now actually, and this is a big quarry inside of here, and a girl that was working at the quarry, she was only a young girl, she's only like 17, she'd just passed like a driving test, or 17 or 18 years old. She had come out of here, and these bushes here were actually a little bit more built up, so you couldn't actually, I think there was a sign here actually, you couldn't actually see this tarmac here, you couldn't actually see this road. And I was coming along here and she didn't see me, she obviously looked, she didn't obviously see me. Anyway, she pulled out into the middle of the road. By the time I got here, she was right in the middle of the road, so I was going to impact her driver's side door. So the speed I was going at this point in time, I'm pretty sure I would have killed this girl if I had hit her head on into her side door, into her driver's side door. I would have killed this girl. I'm pretty sure I would have killed this girl. So just an instant reaction. Anyone would be the same probably. I just whipped my wheel as hard as I could to the right hand side. So I just turned it as hard as I could. I basically flew off here and I hit this gravel here. I lost control of the car and I shot into these trees. I came across here, shot across this gravel, all my braking just went. As soon as I hit the gravel, I just stopped slowing down, I just started traveling. And there's a little wall here, a handmade wall, and it's only about 10 feet long, and I hit this wall, bounced up onto the side, onto my side, and just came to a complete dead stop and hit a tree. I came across here, I hit this wall, which is here, and then this tree here it is actually this tree as well. This tree here stopped me instantly. This is my old car. Standard works car. I just wanted an estate car so I could get all my tools in the back. And this is the wall obviously that I hit, and this is the tree. I devastated the wall and it bounced the car up onto its side, obviously, that you can see, and my left hand wheel here and my left hand bonnet hit the tree, stopped instantly, airbags popped out, hit me in the face, and obviously I couldn't get out of my driver's side door because of the wall was in the way. I managed to climb out of the window because this door here wouldn't even open because of the sort of the crumple of the car. It sort of just like made all the doors you couldn't open any of the doors. You couldn't actually even open the boot. We had to smash the back window and get my stuff out of the boot because even the boot wouldn't open because it had crumpled that much. So this is the front of the car. So I am wedged between the wall and the tree, and obviously the car is up on its end. And it was quite lucky because the other side of that wall is actually like a 40-foot drop into like a small stream, and that is the only section really of that bit that has a little wall. It's really weird. Like if you look to the left and look to the right, there isn't actually a wall there. It's just on that tiny little space. So I was lucky enough to hit that wall, otherwise I would have been going for a little trip down a ravine. So yeah, that's what happened. I hit the tree and ended up having really bad whiplash for about 2 weeks and missed a couple of weeks of work. The car was from an auction, so I ended up gaining a little bit of money on that when the insurance company paid me out. And I got a certain amount of money for my whiplash as well. I can't remember the exact amount, but I know I ended up going travelling with around £8,000. Now I already had about 3.5 saved up, so the rest of it was for the car. I got some money back for loss of insurance policy, and I got some money for the whiplash. Luckily I had no broken bones, no sprains. I did actually, from holding the steering wheel, all my arms and my shoulders and my back was all like really tense and like basically like I'd just done a massive weights workout, and like it was like a real struggle doing the weights, and then all your muscles just like ache and ache and ache for like days. So ever since that crash I've had a bit of an open mind. Always wanted to go traveling. This crash could have turned out a lot worse. So stop fucking around, Scott. Let's just fucking go traveling. And that's what I did. And that's how I did it. And that's where I got not all of the money for going to go traveling, but a good portion of the money. I mean, it did really give me a kick up the arse, that crash, to actually live the dream, to do what I wanted to do. So I always envision like how that could have played out differently, like if I'd been going 20 miles an hour faster. And I have driven down that road at a silly speed a few times, so it kind of played over in my mind whether, whoa, what if this had been one of those days where I was being a little bit cocky and drove down this road like a little bit faster than I normally would do. Like what happens if like I didn't see her, I was doing something and didn't quite notice her and sort of smashed into her driver's side door and I could have killed somebody. Like obviously it wouldn't have been completely my fault, but like it was very close. Like I could have easily have not turned that wheel. I don't know, it's just body over mind, I guess. I didn't even think about turning the wheel. It was just gone. I was doing it. It was just, as soon as I seen her and I knew I couldn't slow down, I ragged that wheel to the right. I didn't really care where I was going into the trees at the time. I didn't even think about the consequences of rolling over or blowing up into flames. I just whipped that wheel to the right so I avoided her. That's the only thing that went through my head. So yeah, could have played out massively differently, but here I am in Thailand, and she's well, probably at home. I don't know her personally. She's probably well. She's probably looking twice coming out of a driveway, but yeah, I mean, everyone was safe at the end of the day. Everyone's fine. The only thing that was damaged was metal at the end of the day, and yeah. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. A little bit into my sort of background of how I managed to come traveling. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!